Morning students, you are most welcome to the value education class. In our last class we have started a chapter, that is chapter 5, the vain king. In the first we have learned that there was a prince and his father was a king and he is a strict man, so people of the kingdom afraid of him. Okay, so the prince grew up surrounded by the courtiers, because when the king will be there, then courtiers will be the who are the courtiers? Courtiers are the advisors of the king. So whenever the courtiers see the prince, he used to tell, "Oh, you are so beautiful, you are so handsome, you are so good looking." So he became very proud of himself, that I am a very good looking guy. So when what happened, when the father died, the prince became the king, and he was always proud. He was always shows that I am very good looking, I am very handsome, like this. So one day when he sat in the court, a traveler came and paid respect to the new king. The king said to him that you have traveled. The king asked him that you have traveled far and wide. Have you seen a handsome king like me? Now the next thing I am starting. The traveler wanted to please the king, so he shook his head and said, "Your Highness, I have never seen a king as handsome as you." The king was happy. He ordered that traveler be given the best of food and gifts as long as he stayed in the kingdom. Soon word spread about the new king's vanity. Travelers began to sing songs about the king's looks. The king spent most of his time in front of the mirror. He ordered new robes and jewels every day. He hardly had time to listen to the problems of his people. Over the years, the country became poor. So, what happened? The king became happy. Uh, the traveler, when the traveler, he asked the traveler told that, "Oh, you are so good looking. I have never seen a king like you." Now, the king became very happy, and he ordered that the traveler must be given good gifts, good foods, and best gifts also. Soon the word spread. That means soon this word spread that king is very much uh, the king is very much proud of his looking. This word spread throughout the country. So travelers began to sing songs about the king's looks, and the king tried to spend most of the time in front of the mirror, and he ordered new clothes and new jewelries and new things. He always tried all these things. He never used to sit and listen to the people. He never cared for the people of the country, and he always be in himself that how much he will look good. One day the king wanted to know if he still looked as good as he did when he was crowned the king many years ago. Cries of "Yes, you do" went around the court, as everyone tried to outdo each other in praising the king. The only person who did not join in the chorus was an old man. So, after when the country became poor, then also the king asked that, "Am I looking good still now as I was before when I was crowned?" That means I became the king. I am proud. I am looking like that day. Then everyone was shouting that yes, 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 but one old man doesn't reply to anything. The old man was the chief minister. He was saddened by the king's behavior and wanted to do something to make him realize his folly. So the man who was the chief minister of the king, he became very sad. Saddened means sad. Became very sad by the king's behavior and wanted to do something that he is doing wrong. Folly means wrong. So he wants foolishness. Folly means foolishness. The chief minister wanted to show the king that he is doing the work very foolishness, of very foolishness. Okay. One day he brought a bowl filled with water and placed it near the king. He asked the courtiers to look at the bowl of water carefully. He then asked them to leave the room while they were outside. He removed a few spoonfuls of water from the bowl. He then asked the courtiers to come in again. "Do you notice any change in water?" he asked them. "No," they all said. What he have done? He brought a bowl. He put some water, a few spoons of water out of the bowl. Now at first he brought the bowl. He told all the courtiers to see the bowl and the water, and then he told that go out of the room. Everyone left the room. After few time, what he have done? He have spooned out. That means taken out the water or thrown some few spoons of water from the bowl, and then called the courtiers. And now what happened? He asked them to see the bowl again and say that whether any changes are there or not. Now the courtiers are telling that there is no change. Now I am asking you, is there any change or not? Yes, there is a change. So next part we will read on next day. Read this chapter very thoroughly, very carefully. Okay. Very carefully read this chapter. You know that fill in the blanks I will give in at the last of the chapter in next week. Okay. So till the date, do read the chapter. It is very necessary because this time the questions will come from inside of value education. Okay. So till the next class, goodbye. Have a nice time.